With the rise of beatboxers like Wing, Tadastanin, Improver, and many others, there has been rumors going around, not only in the beatbox scene, just around every reactor and everybody who checks it out, that is it fake? This is something that has been bogging my mind ever since the release of Creepin' by Tadas, or I Don't Wanna Know, you know, he renamed it once. Beatboxers are continuously being pressured into proving that they're not fake. It's being called fake for two reasons. By the beatbox community for using too many post-production effects, and it's being called by a fake by non-beatboxers because they don't know what is going on. There's also this middle part where they think it's fake because of reactors. Some reactors, you know, slipping up, quote unquote, and saying like, hey, this is fake, or this sounds fake, or this can't be real, or whatever. The problem with those statements is that people with a following over sometimes 1 million, 2 million, almost 3 million subscribers using words to suggest that they're fake. You and I probably will know that it's not fake, but we also know that there are some people on the internet, on YouTube, that are maybe not as smart as you and I and have that insight. As soon as the biggest dog who barks the loudest says this is fake, they'll just tag along and say like, ah, I see, it's fake. And this is something that I wanted to address for a long time, and I'm addressing in this video. First off, I wanted to show this, a little piece from the drum and bass remix reaction from Shazam.
And give you some insights how you can achieve this, why this is so crazy special, and is it fake?
Now, you can say you want to generate clicks, or you want to generate viewer retention. These are all things we YouTubers have to work with, right? However, this is damaging to Wing's reputation, because if another pro beatboxer, because Shazam, if you like him or not, he is a pro beatboxer. He is definitely has the skills and the knowledge. Says something like this, you know, and I've watched the rest of the video. He does rectify it a little bit where he's like, yeah, this and that. But the problem is saying it in general. Like, there's no need for this to be put in the video. Like, oh, we're gonna check, is it fake? Is there ever a time where you're like, oh, we checked out if it was fake and it was fake? Probably not. Now, this is very damaging for Wing. Not that I think the following for Wing is bigger than the people that think they're fake, of course, but they are there. People like Wing have to do stuff like loading a phone video of dopamine. It is not real. Fake. So cute. This is pure beatbox and there's added sounds with post. Anyone please respond? Or is there any sounds added with post? So please respond. So it's really important for people if there is post-production on the video or not. 40% fake, right? People are like, hey, there is some percentage of post-production in this, so a percentage of this is fake. And being in disbelief is different than distrusting the artist, right? Being in disbelief of, wow, is this real? Is a way different response than, nah, this is fake. You know what I mean? Person video is probably good at what he's doing, but it's by 40% of what is edited sound. That is not true. That is Wing. It's not only Wing. It started way earlier. It started with, in my opinion, with Tadas. When he did I Don't Wanna Know, gained a lot of popularity, and people were also saying the following: so much edit. It's not real. It's fake.
I don't wanna know. Just if you burn me, sleep it on the low. Cause my heart is taking anymore. If you creeping, please don't let it show. Oh, baby.
Now, of course, it's very nice to show like, hey, I'm actually able to do this, because this happened back in the day with guitar solos as well. I think of 10 years after the band. You know, they didn't believe that he could strum the guitar so fast until he did it live. And he strummed the guitar just as fast as they did in the studio version. And now everybody believes it. I think that this mentality needs to stop. I think that this mentality in the beatbox scene needs to stop. I have less of a problem with side B than side A. Side B being the disbelief side, the people that just can't believe this is real. Wow, you know, that is more from a curiosity, like, oh my god, I'm so surprised nature. While the other side is more of the, nah, this is fake. I don't believe this is real. He has to be using something to make him sound so good. That is where I have an issue with. And I think some reactors, and I don't want to put everyone on blast, I'm just pulling up Shazam because Shazam is at 3 million subs. He has a lot of influence. Shazam needs to be careful in a certain sense with what he says. You know, he doesn't need to walk on his toes when saying stuff. That's not what I mean at all. A good choice of words is very important when you have a big following. There's people out there on the internet that are not as smart as, you know, the average person, and they'll go on a rampage on either the artist page, other pages, whatever, because they think it's fake. I will never agree with anybody saying adding post-production is fake, and I will use this argument for it. It's actually an argument that my dad came with, and I fully, totally agree with him. It is the following. You have acoustic guitars and you have electric guitars. An electric guitar without any amp, so without amplification from an amp, will sound like nothing. You will not hear it. But as soon as you plug it in, you put a distortion over it, you put an echo, reverb, whatever, all those things over it, then it sounds like an electric guitar. Now, is that fake? I don't think so. We've been playing electric guitars ever since they came out in all different genres around the world. It's not fake because it's the same thing. You still need to have the guitar skills to play it, but it's just amplified by certain sounds from an amp. FL Studio, Ableton, all that. You can, you know, add sounds to it. That is not fake either. So why, if I were to record a beatbox track and add post-production over it, echoes, bass, whatever, extra chorus, I don't know, is it then fake? Of course not. If somebody who does not have the skills required to record those things do the same thing, it will not sound the same because you don't have the beatbox skills. And that's why I think people like Tadas, Wing, Improver are almost being defamed in a certain sense. And I know that's a big word, but are almost being defamed in a certain sense, especially by reactors who are saying it's fake. And it's just, it makes me feel really bad for them because I know how much, as a pro beatboxer, I know how much time and effort goes into making one of these tracks, and they make them way better than I could ever do. So how can people then still take that away, invalidate that process, invalidate the making of music because they think it's fake? I don't know. I don't think that's right at all, and I think it's an uprise in the community and outside of the community with the new beatbox people coming in. And I think it's great, by the way. I'm not saying that new people coming in is bad or you can only listen to beatbox when you understand it. That's totally not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, don't judge a book by its cover. When you hear something you don't understand, or when you hear something that sounds too good, sometimes it just is that good. Let me know what you guys think about this. I've been meaning to say this for a long time. I've been wanting to make this video for a while. So let me know what you guys think about this. Again, this is not hate. This is not, you know, I'm not trying to spread bad stuff. I'm trying to spread positivity by letting these artists such as Tadastanin, Wing, Improver, Helium, other beatboxers, Pieter Saranja, let them do what they do and don't invalidate their process, because trust me, trust them that this is not fake.